welcome back to JJLRacing. Junkyard Jenny with you here today. So we are doing Mayhem on the mountain this weekend. This is a PSCA race up here at Bandimere Speedway. As you all know, my Mustang is still broken, so still waiting on parts for that. But Brandon McBride was kind enough to let us borrow one of his cars. This is his small tire car. This is the 1974 Nissan Skyline. Cool thing about this car is that it is still right-hand drive. Get a lot of people asking me, is it weird? It's not weird. It's about the same, really. The car's a lot, it's a little out of control, but I'm nailing it. I'm getting it. We did race it for Rocky Mountain Summer Series race number 2. Just the day test, though. The agreement was that if Brandon's big tire car broke, then he was going to take the small tire car from me, and he did, and that's fine. That was our agreement. So anyhow, so we're up here for a day test today. We're going to see if we can't nail this thing down. We're getting there, just slowly but surely. It needs a little bit of work, but not a whole heck of a lot. So I've already made one pass in it today. Here's the footage from that. Actually didn't feel too bad. Got a little bit left on the shift, but I mean overall I think that was a really good tune-up to put in this car. So I want to run it again. I want to see if we can't straighten the chassis out, but I like it. Good run. We're gonna try it again. And now we're cooling it down, and we're gonna take it down to the staging lanes and do one more pass at it. Let's see how this thing goes. Come on. Jeff put 5 flats in it, so I think the chassis is just kind of screwed up, so I'm either going to have to learn how to drive it all cattywampus, or I don't know, but that's the way it is. That's this car. So I mean, it's not horrible, but you definitely got to drive it. It's not a walk in the park for sure. So we're gonna get it back, cool it down, and try again. I just got to keep trying at it. Just got to be able to knock it out. So let's head back there and do that. The camera fell off. This car's an animal. I don't know how we did. Didn't feel like a real good pass, but you know, it kept going left again. So I think it's just the chassis, and I'm just gonna have to learn how to drive it. That's all. I'll get it back to the pits. I'm gonna see if I can get a couple more rounds in this bad boy today. Fingers crossed. Let's do this. I really need to nail this car down. I'm having so much fun with it, but I really need to nail it down. So we'll try again. Well, that pass, the car was decidedly straighter, but it must have hit some sort of limiter or something, and it did not shift on its own, so I made it shift, and then by then the pass was over. So I'm not really sure what happened there. We're gonna have to pull the data log and find out, but that was a freaking awesome run. I can't wait to see the time slip on it. What a blast this car is. Chassis feels straight, so we'll see what the time slip says on that, and then make whatever adjustments to that tune that we got to do, because if it hadn't fallen on its face, it would have been a heck of a pass. So let's get it back and read that data log. Let's go. Well, that's a wrap for the day test today. We're going to call it good on that. We've got 4 passes in. We're starting to figure out the car, but it's giving us a little bit of trouble mechanically, so we're just going to call it quits for today and start fresh tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be real interesting. Tomorrow at between 5 and 6 o'clock, I get 1 qualifier. Then Brandon's going to take the car over for the next 2, and the reason for that is because he has to finish out the race that got rained out last time. So that's how tomorrow's going to go. And then Saturday, I get the car back for my final qualifier, and then we go into eliminations. So I'll try to get the camera in the car for both my runs and Brandon's, just for the fun of it, but it's going to be kind of a little bit confusing, but it's kind of the way it works with this when you're borrowing somebody else's car. Anyhow, we're done for the day. We're going to close up shop, and then we'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Let's go. Hey everyone, we're back. This is Friday, and we're getting ready for, we have 3 time trials tonight. The first one is going to be mine for Mayhem on the Mountain, and then the second and third are going to be for Brandon for eliminations from the last race that got rained out, provided he gets, you know, to the finals. If he goes out in the second round, which would be first round, if he goes out, then I'll take the car back for what would be the third time trial, but really my second. So I know it's a little bit confusing, but anyway, we got about half an hour. We got to be down on the track, so I'm gonna get some things buttoned up, get dressed, and head down there. So let's go. Wouldn't bump in, so I had to let off the trans brake and foot brake it in, but I had enough boost to where I think I left what I asked it for, but it was just a kind of a crap run overall, in and out of the throttle and all that. So I'll have to see what the time slip looks like on that, but that was not a good run. I'd really like to do that one over again, find out what happened to the bump. So now it is Brandon's turn to take the car over, so we're going to go and swap the column and the pedals and the seat out and all that kind of stuff, and he's going to take the car for the next 1, maybe 2 rounds. So anyway, I'm going to go grab my time slip and we'll get her back to the pit. They're calling for a racer in need, an oil pump for a 481X or a Hemi. Well, that's us. So what happened was on that last pass, and actually the previous pass before too, we were losing oil pressure. I don't know if I'm just the oil pressure losing queen or what the deal is, but right about half a second in, the car loses oil pressure. It breaks up. Brandon said that there is not an oil pressure safety in the car, but it sure is acting like it. Anyway, so he is not going to run. He's actually going to forfeit the race, unfortunately, but we're on the hunt for that oil pump, so maybe we can at least get me back behind the wheel and get some qualifying passes in, and maybe even race tomorrow. Fingers crossed this is what's going to happen. If not, then we're going to do what we do best this year, which is watch our friends race. So anyway, they're calling everybody to the lanes now, so we're going to go ahead and watch the finals, the semifinals from last race that got rained out. Corey's heading down right now. Okay, I'm heading down to the staging lanes. We'll watch our friends race. Hey Guys, we're back. It's Saturday and we are going to be doing one more time trial today, and then we're going to get into eliminations later on this evening. We did lose the oil pump on the Skyline yesterday, but through some luck and some really hard work from Nick and Tommy Johans, we were actually able to get a pump. It's on its way. So they're from Pit Mat USA. If you need a pit mat, call these guys. We have one. Pretty much everybody here has one. So got to give them a shout out. They're busting their butts to help their competitors get down to the staging lanes. So we're waiting on that. Jeff and Brandon are working on a little bit of stuff on the Corvette, and hopefully it's going to be a really good day. We just need to get our act together and hopefully get everything working and functioning, and get some passes down the track today. So we're going to start working on these two pigs, and hopefully we'll be able to get some good passes in. Sometimes I wonder why we even do this anymore. All right, let's get to work. We got stuff to do. The boys are gonna kill me. I forgot to log. Oh man, but that was a really good pass. Let's see how we did. 119, 309, and 459. So yeah. Oh, we're just gonna leave her alone. All right, I'm happy with that. I am really happy with that. Atta girl. All right, we're gonna go back to the pit. We're not racing for a little while, so we got plenty of time to cool it down, but I am really happy with that. Really happy. All right, so that last pass was really freaking good for me. That was actually a personal best on the track for any car that I've ever been in, so that was awesome. We just did chip draw, and I pulled Kelly Harvey. Now, Kelly has a brand new car. It's a 63 Corvette. Obviously we're doing no time runs, so we don't know what he actually ran, so this ought to be a really interesting matchup to see how this goes. So of course what we did was tweak it on the back end. So hopefully this thing will go down the track, and hopefully we can get that W. So we're gonna head down to the staging lanes here in about 20 minutes. So let's go down there now. Let's go. Hey Jenny. Hi. Who is that? Who is it? So that pass, we actually ended up breaking the XDR record, which was great. We ran a 4:47 at 161. I did click it off right about 4 seconds. I got a little squirrely on the end there, but overall, pretty happy with that. Now, granted, we are not called XDR this weekend, so that does not stick, unfortunately, but we'll take that round win. We have pulled Ed Else as our next competitor. He's been pretty consistent, but definitely not as quick as this one, so we can kind of calm it down for this pass, but I don't think we're gonna. So anyway, they're running the jet cars right now, and we're gonna head down to the staging lanes here in about 20 minutes, so let's go. sorry about that. I couldn't bring you any in-car video. My camera card was full, but there really wasn't much to look at anyway. I had a great burnout. Everything was good with that. I get into the lights and I floor the car and nothing happened. And I wouldn't build. And so I thought, well, I can't leave Ed out there to dry. So I just kind of went into the first bulb, but I thought I'll give you another chance, and it still wouldn't build. And so then I just lit both bulbs and let the lights drop and took off, and the car was just a complete and total pig until probably, I don't know, mid-track, but by then he was gone. So unfortunately we lost, and that's really sucks because, man, we had the car to win tonight. So kind of bummed about that, but I gotta say I'm really overall pretty happy. It's not, not everybody can just jump into somebody else's race car and go pull some numbers like that. So I'm pretty happy with the way this worked out. So anyhow, we're gonna pack up and head home, and we will I don't know, I guess we'll kind of try to work on this thing and see if we can't figure it out. We're having a lot of fun while our car's down. So all right, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.